Looks like, am I live? Oh shit, I didn't even know I was live. Hey everybody, it's Astro D. Yes, now I'm live. I thought I was and I wasn't. It's Astro D, relationships and synastry, my specialty. Thank you for joining me today on the weekly Astrology Love Horoscope Q&A. Okay, today we're going to be learning about what's going on in the sky right now. How does that apply to our love lives here? And then I want to go through each sign. And then for the best part, it's my favorite part, is the Q&A. The Q&A where you could all get together, ask all your questions, and I'm going to answer them. All right. And for me, that's the best part for me because I see a lot of value in looking at the other questions other people are going to ask. Like, you know that person in the classroom that was always raising their hand and asking questions, and you're like, no, I'm ready for class to be over. I'm just ready to get over this. And they would keep asking those questions, but eventually they would ask a question that you didn't ask, and you kind of like, oh, I needed that information. So it's kind of the same thing. I just like learning from other people as well. So stick around for that as I get ready to go through all of this awesome information. Also, like, share, and subscribe this page if you're digging it. Okay, leave a comment in the box. Let me know what's going on. Trying something new this time. I hope you guys like it. I want to first check out the chat room before I get into everything going. Oh, we got a lovely chat space here. Oh, yeah, thank you, Super Angry Koala. She says, I'm looking extra glowy today. You know, I'm working on it. I'm working on glowing from the inside. THC Kitty, I love you too. I love you too, THC Kitty. Hey, everybody. So we're good. Oh, I need some water. So we're good there. All right, ready to go. So now that the chat is ready, I want to first go over this interesting thing we have today exactly going on with Mars squaring Neptune. Now, Mars squaring Neptune, I mean, Mars is in Sagittarius right now. So Mars is just like, remember that bold, if you want to check out my Mars and Sagittarius video where I break down this bold energy, this freedom, this need for freedom, but directness here, being direct, right? Solid, it's fire. And now we're dealing with this square, this tension energy here with this nebulous, unclear, no boundaries. This isn't as direct. This is flowy like the fish. It's in Pisces. And Neptune rules Pisces as its modern ruler. So this is, what we're dealing with. It's like, oh my God, Mars is like, look, I'm just trying to get it done this way. And you guys are all up in the clouds. But we need to kind of have that spiritual sense as well. So we're going to have Mars squaring Neptune. The sun is going to hit Mercury and just get up in that Pisces party too. So they're going to come together. And then Venus is going to scoot real close and cute right next to Neptune. And this is a really, really beautiful, beautiful aspect here. So I really see this as a quite uplifting week, even if you have that, whether that spiritual experience is internal, whether you see something that you've never seen before, whether you just had a moment with someone that is really spectacular, really try to take advantage of this dreamy energy. And, on this lower octave, don't get swindled now. Don't get swindled, especially with the Mars squaring Neptune energy there. And first, let me ask, this is important now. How was everybody's Valentine's Day? I mean, a couple of people were like, really? You're really going to ask me that? I mean, for real. How was everybody's Valentine's Day? What they feel like I said, it's just not my thing. It was a regular old day to me. But I do notice how it kind of gets on my nerves. Like, you're not even thinking about whether you're single or not the day before. And then all of a sudden, that one day out of the months you've been just fine, you're like, oh man, my life, my relationship, like, what have I been doing? So it's like, how was your Valentine's Day? Leave a comment in the box. Also, you guys, when we do this Q&A as well, these are for the people that are watching the video as it uploads. I'm talking about the chat people. Get your questions ready for this Q&A. Write them down. If you see notes, okay, if you want to take some notes. Okay, Darren, Saturn is opposing your Venus, so nothing Saturn opposing Venus can be a little rough, okay? It could be a little rough, but it's maturity. We're getting mature on this love sense. We're getting mature. And I'm digging the whole maturity thing these days. All right. So the Mars squaring Neptune energy, that's just be very, very careful. All right. Be careful because Mars gets irritated with Neptune's not clarity, not having clarity. It's almost like, for example, Mars is trying to pursue, let's say you're trying to date somebody and pursue them, and there's just, I don't know, I'm not really, and it's like, what? I don't get this. This is that clash here. This is that clash between the ideal and what's solid. And sometimes not seeing the truth can make us do really silly, crazy things. All right. Not seeing the truth. So getting clear, solid, all that stuff. Sonali, I see you already. I know you're excited. I'm excited too for the Q&A, but hold on. Okay. Stay to the end. All right. Stay to the end. And I absolutely will answer your question about the Sun, Venus, and Pisces as well. We'll talk about it. Because all of these conjunctions here, when we're getting the sun involved so close to Mercury and Venus, then we do battle with the ego energies. The sun is really powerful. It kind of overtakes the two. So we have to be careful that it's almost like, you'll get caught up in like, I love him. He's the one for me. Okay. And it's like, no, he's not the one for you. He doesn't, he's not feeling you like that. And it's like, no, okay, he said he loves me and you don't want me to love anybody. So I'm just not going to listen to you. Ego clashes here, getting too far up in the clouds. So I just say, enjoy this energy at its higher octave. All right. Enjoy this at its higher octave and really, experience it on a spiritual level. If not with yourself, then with somebody else. I really want to, emphasize that, it's romantic. Yeah. Romantic kissy boo, hugging up and stuff, but, like really connect and just feel each other's energy type stuff. Right. Creative, artistic work. Now when Venus, so the dates, Venus is going to conjunct Neptune on the 21st. All right. So that's Wednesday, this week, Wednesday. I say everybody needs to go on a date, do something, even if you do it with yourself, do some extra meditation, do something really, vibrate higher. Yes. Okay. Everyone across the globe, vibrate. Like Outcast said, so it's like everybody should want to elevate in this sense this week. And let's really try to use that energy at its most valuable, at its most valuable peak. All right. So I want to break down. I'm not even going to waste any time. Let's just keep it moving. I want to get into these signs and what's going on with everybody this week. And it all applies. I mean, it all is going to come through in some type of way and somewhere in your life. Right. And where is it going to apply? So Aries. All right. And I got a little song for everybody. I mean, keep it on the low. You better lay low. Okay, Aries, you're going to have everything pretty much up in your 12th house. All right. All these. And so this is actually like super spiritual experience. I mean, it sounds so boring if I tell you this, but you might like it. Stay at home, read, meditate. All right. Really, go somewhere within yourself. Okay. You might be tempted to just drink and do drugs all night. It could be that too, but don't. If you could fight it, Aries, fight. All right. To not overdo it and indulge too much in that dream world. All right. That we're going in, Taurus. Okay. I think of that song. What song is it? Friends. How many of us have them? Friends. Okay. What is going on with your friends, Taurus? What's going on with your friends? Because this is where you're going to feel that uplifting moment. This is where you might have some really beautiful creative moments. Get creative with your friends. You're going to have all this energy in Pisces. All right, that square is going to be from the 17th. It might last a couple days, but as you're going on into the week, it's like really get into that. Get into the people that are in your life and that surround you, because they can introduce you to love here. They could even bring you to a new boo. But, I mentioned that before in the Venus and Pisces video, but this is super amplified here. So even if you guys just sit and go to a movie and enjoy, you guys are laughing in chat. I'm glad everybody's having a good time because I'm having a good time too. It's Saturday night, wherever you guys are, whether you're driving in your car, I like to say, whether you're on your way out, just hang out with Astro D tonight. And I hope you take it with me to the end because I got some valuable goods here. And I'm sure everybody has a lot of goods to bring in the chat because yes, Houdini, Jason White, that was Houdini. Ones we can depend on. All right. So Gemini, okay, Gemini is going in your 10th house. Love could be in the work sphere, but it doesn't have to be about love. It could be appreciation for the work sphere. The work sphere just looking really good and maybe, because I don't like to overpromise things for people. I just really don't. I'm not looking at everybody's chart. If you want to get a reading with me, the description, okay? The description box below, all right, or go to the Astrology channel, but go into, website and go down there, all right, and get a reading with me. But for that, it's like, I can't say exactly, you're going to meet your boss and he's going to love you, but you could. You absolutely could. The chances are absolutely there for you, Aries, having a really beautiful moment, in seeing yourself in a new, beautiful way. Your reputation, all right? People might start seeing you as that like spiritual, kind of guru thing, teaching people stuff, Gemini. So take it to work. Take that love to work and take that look for that experience in the careers field. Look for that experience, that heightened spiritual, maybe even some ideals coming true for you, all right, when it comes to work. Now, keep it moving, Cancer. Cancer, this is in the 9th house. So Cancer, for you, and I'm also looking at some notes too, because this is some really cool stuff I see going on for everybody. I mean, getting ready for the super deep spiritual experience, teaching type thing. This is where, just like Aries, because I say Aries is deep, but you two, I think, are really, really could like get the best on the, spiritual side of this energy. But, for the romantic sense, going away in exotic places here. This is where you can have an uplifting, moment here, doing poetry. Go away somewhere and do poetry. Change your beliefs, maybe changing the beliefs about the spiritual world. Changing it in the sense of what you might have thought was right. So someone witnessing a miracle in these areas might do this. They might look to the spiritual world or things to the foreign places to get your insight. And maybe it might change how you see love. I always say that, like, sometimes when you go away, you come back and it's like, okay, this is something different here. And I see things in a different light, and I always go back to the whole loving yourself thing, Cancer. I always go back to that. But, we're dealing with Pisces energy. We're dealing with ninth house energy. So get some spiritual teachings here. Go to different spiritual classes here. And you might see somebody really cool that you like there. All right. So now we're going to go to Leo. This is in the 8th house here. Whoa. 8th house. So these are ideals that could be coming to pass involving intimacy, maybe taking it to the next level. Maybe a spiritual insight could come during, being intimate with someone. And oh, Janie, thank you so much. Rewind. Okay. Thank you so much, Janie, with Venus in the 9th house. Being with someone, could you be dating, Venus in the 10th house, could you be dating someone older? That also comes into play because the 10th house, that's Cappy, Saturn. Okay, that's the Saturn house. So it's like, that's things older, things more mature. You might be stepping into the maturity, aspect. That was for Gemini. Okay, so going back to Leo. Leo, it's going into your 8th house here. There could be something that you were looking for, that you've just been dreaming about for a long time concerning, maybe a loan that you wanted. Maybe you always wanted to get, this big house or something like that, and you needed a loan for it. So this could be the time where, that things could be coming true that you wanted to for a long time. Remember, this is that Neptune energy, Also, I could also see, a lot of people are dealing with issues from the past, are dealing with those, deep down subconscious things that are coming up, exes coming back to the surface. I was saying that with this Venus in Pisces, and, and all these planets in Pisces this week, it's like the past is coming back, but it's more on a forgiveness, compassionate side this week. It's more like, we're into taking it to another level, just taking it to another spiritual level. All right. So now we're going to talk about Virgo. Okay. Virgo, this is where you want to connect with another. This is where you truly want to just have this romance here, this lovely creative side to romance here, doing poetry work, being creative with your partner. but really connecting, because it's in your 7th house. All these planets going in Pisces, they're all going in your 7th house. All this attention this week is going to be just on the other. What is the other able to provide? How is the other, how are you learning spiritually from the other? How are you Leo rising? Are you going to get a loan? That was what I'm talking about. You could. Have you been really wanting one? Okay. And also, this healing, Leo, with that 8th house energy, and you got all that Neptune and Pisces. Pisces just wants to help. This is really, I can see everybody take advantage of this time to heal, to really learn from past mistakes. Learn from the past mistakes and take it to another level. All right. So I'm going to keep emphasizing that as well. So Libra, it's going to be in your 6th house. The 6th house, this is that routine, right? I always talk about that routine, those mundane tasks. You clean your house. Is it clean? You might want to. You might finally found that workout that you always wanted. You might have finally found that Richard Simmons character where you're like, oh my God, this is it. This is it. I can really lose weight now that I got this Richard Simmons dude on this, because I could do this, So for Libras, it's like you might actually get to experience, even at work. You might get to experience at work connecting with the coworkers in this way. Like you guys gonna have this kumbaya moment where you really just appreciate where you are and what you do. All right. Because I know we don't want to work the 9 to 5, or we don't just want to do our job. Sometimes, even if it's regular stuff like exercising or just, trying to make notes and lists, we don't want to do those regular things. But we're so thankful for them, when we do them, and be thankful as you do them. Get a spiritual routine. Start meditating every morning, Libra. Okay, let me get back to my notes too, so I can add my special anecdotes in here as well. Scorpio, another sign here that's getting the best. They're getting the best out of this energy this week. Love tip. All right, this is a time to get super, super romantic. I mean, super. This is where, Scorpio, you can actually create something super, super beautiful. And I mean, I hate to, I'm not trying to exaggerate, Scorpio, but this is really your time to shine and have a good time. Jupiter's still in your sign. Always talk about that. You have the power to really manifest your creative dreams. Is there something you've been wanting to do? Maybe even entrepreneurial. Your children may really show you some beautiful moments of having compassion and the tears and stuff like, oh my God, that moment could occur with your kids. So really enjoy the time with the family and the children and all that stuff. So, Scorpio, enjoy that and enjoy yourself. Have a good time. You got all this 5th house energy, and matters of the heart should go well. Definitely, Scorpio, go on a date if you can, or just hang out with somebody really awesome if you can. Now, Sagittarius, okay, creating that ideal loving home and atmosphere. All right, making it beautiful, making it work. Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. Get your beads. Put it up on the wall, light your incense, all right? Getting that spiritual life going, getting yourself on a page where the home can vibrate like this, where you can really, have this enchantment there, and love comes to that area, so don't be afraid to let, that right boo in your space. Who says love can't knock on your door? Who says that? I know it was a saying that's made, but hey, I'm curious if that's ever happened to anybody. It's like, oh, my husband, he just came and knocked on my door. If you know anybody that had that experience, please leave it in a comment below, in the comments below, because I would love to hear about that. That's interesting. Okay, Capricorn. Okay, sorry. Saying sorry, Capricorn. You could have a really special moment about being more compassionate and forgiving someone. You may be the one to ask for forgiveness around this time. All right. Don't let your ego, with that sun up in there, don't let your ego stop you or block you. All right. Don't let it do that. Don't let it slow you down. And if it's okay, if you want to say sorry, sorry for 2004 and all the things I did before, damn, sorry. All right. So this could be a time to tell someone how much you're feeling them as well, because you have this nice sense, right, all day, right, Capricorn. You have this beautiful sense. Real red stunning. You have this beautiful sense of, way of speaking now. It's in your third, all these planets going up in there. So it's like, say the right things. You know how to say the right things. You can even kind of, it's like an element of spiritual power that you have to verbally uplift. It's looking like, where's all this, it is Venus coming to Neptune, and just Neptune, all these planets are about to cross Neptune. I think it really does heighten everybody's spiritual power in whatever area of their life, So, and let me know. Okay, I'm gonna get into that. So Pisces, this is okay, no. It's not Pisces. All right, Aquarius, sorry, because I went up in my notes. Aquarius. All right, I want you to enjoy what you do to earn. All right, enjoy this. You may value it more than you might see the value more than you think as this week goes on. You might have a revelation like, oh my God, or a new sense of how awesome you really are. Like, wow, I'm beautiful, damn it. You know what I mean? You might really have that moment, Aquarius, where you really truly see who you are. You see the beauty in your spiritual self, and or just something real sensitive, the sense of self-love and the sense of value, a sense of value that you have to offer another person. Like, hey man, I'd be great to be on this team because of such and such and such. So you can see what you have to offer more than anything right now. You might develop a new sense of something to offer, have an insight, and it's like, oh, I can do this with my hands now because I tried this and that. So anyway, Pisces, all right, this is a super sensitive time for the body, okay? Because you got all these things on your physical body. All right, take care of yourself. But you take care of yourself because you're already anyway, you're really attractive to other people with this stuff on your sign. You almost look kind of maybe angelic because you have Neptune on your first house. But what's interesting with Neptune on your ascendant, Pisces, is it kind of makes you transform a little bit. Like you could look, and even with that natal aspect, Neptune on the ascendant, it's like you are what people want you to be. Okay, if someone sees you as a robber or a thief, you can almost you kind of latch onto projected energy onto you. You're susceptible to projected energy when you do that. So be very, very careful, Pisces, that you on who you're hanging out with, what you're around. But the spotlight is super, super on you. Okay, with all these planets in your house. I mean, Pisces energy, everybody's gonna be talking about this Pisces, this awesome phenomena that could be going down this week in whatever area. Like I said, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to see an angel run around in your house, all right, to feel that something special is going on for you. You don't have to do that. So I think that's really cool. All right. So now with this Q&A, now I can really look at the chat room. So that's really what's going on here. I want to be able to really check out this chat room and see exactly what everybody's been talking about. And I'm going to try this time. Now, here's the rules of the chat. Make sure, because I didn't not that deep rules, but I'm just saying, make sure in chat that you keep your questions short. That way I can see it, and make sure that it's not too personal to you specifically. Make sure it's something that we all can learn from and that we all can get the best from in this chat, because this is why I love this so much. All right. Oh, Virgo. Thank you so much, everybody. So that's why I love the chat too, because I could talk about the sign that I might have missed. They said I missed Virgo. I don't think I did. Oh yeah, I did. Virgo. All right. Virgo, it's in your seventh. I did say Virgo. No, I did say Virgo, because Virgo is going to be in your seventh house. It's like, this is the time, Virgo, for you to connect to another for real and have like a really beautiful romantic experience, if you would like, with another person. These are like, this is probably the number one, super romantic stuff about get you some cards, light the candles, okay? Netflix and chill, I don't know, whatever. I say go to dinner. I think Netflix and chill is getting kind of played out sometimes. If you could like really like take me, let's get creative, you know what I mean? Could you take me somewhere, and sometimes it gets cold and you don't want to do that. But for Virgo, okay, because I did forget. So for Virgo, it's in your seventh house, all this energy. So get romantic and get all poetry like, and some roses and candles, Virgo. So now, Let's see what everybody, let's go to McDonald's. D, Brother Jerry says, let's go to McDonald's. Yeah, let's go to McDonald's. Okay, so let's go on. Let's see what questions were maybe being asked earlier while everybody else is getting their questions together. All right, here we go. Bay 11 says, what does it mean to have the Sun, Jupiter, Pluto conjunction in the 7th house in the sign of Scorpio? All right. So basically, I'm going to break down that question a little bit more simply. And what does it mean pretty much to have Sun, a lot of planets? That sounds like a stellium in the 7th house, okay? And in a Scorpio house. All right. So this is a lot of lessons here, a lot of lessons that people need to worry when it comes to love. And not worry, I said worry, but people need to really think about when it comes to love. You're going to constantly be put up with challenges here that have to do with it. You're going to constantly, it's going to change your life every time. It's almost like with any kind of Pluto energy in the 7th house, when you fall in love, it's like you die and you become a totally different person. Totally different person. So that's a really powerful aspect to have. Yeah, thank you, KS. Yes, what a stellium. It was absolutely a deep one. All right, Amanda King. Yes, Amanda King, thank you for this question. An Aries woman with a Scorpio man, relationship advice during this time. Absolutely, Amanda King. You're dealing with Aries and Scorpio Mars energy. They're both ruled by Mars. They could work. Now, let me explain why I say that they could work. I say that they could work because you both, this is a dynamic, active couple. There's some arguments there. There's some feathers might be being ruffled, but because of this Mars energy, I think this is very passionate. This is a super passionate couple. I think this is a couple like, you know, you guys wrestle and, you know, get kind of rough sometimes. All right. Aries, of course, is going to express themselves a lot more direct and open and in your face. Okay. But Scorpio is going to be like low key about it. But, you know, it'll appreciate you. It appreciates you, Aries. So that advice, the best advice I have for you guys is if you guys argue for the sake of not arguing, make sure that you at least, you know, do something physical and active together. Make sure you stay active, at least mentally active, something like that. So everybody's still with me in this chat. All right. Do I love my fans? Yes, I love my fans. That's awesome. I'm so thankful for everyone that's joining me here today. If if you want to get more updates, you can also follow me at Astro D stars 5, at Astro DEE stars 5. Okay. Or like, share, subscribe. I always say that. Okay. Let me get some more questions in here. Hi, I'm from Portugal. Okay, Pisces Sun, ascendant Libra. Okay, another Pisces ascendant Scorpio. Is this good or bad? Okay, so let me get this right. This is Inez. Inez. Okay, Inez. All right. Hi, she's from Portugal. She says, okay, this is a Pisces Sun Libra ascendant. Pretty lady, Libra on the ascendant. Very nice. And another Pisces Sun. Okay, yeah. And okay, so you got a Pisces ascendant here. All right. Oh man, this is hard to, okay, wait. Another Pisces Sun. I see an ascendant Scorpio. Oh my God, is this good or bad? Relationships, when we put it together, you know, there's so much involved in the details in it. I can't just answer it that black and white, whether it's good or bad when we're looking at, you know, compatibility in relationships, because these people are people that you are supposed to experience, all right, for quote unquote good or bad. You know, really for growth, you know, that we experience these people. All right. So you guys got a lot of water here, Inez. I see a lot of water. And with a lot of water, sometimes, you know, you guys just float almost. And then air, you got air there too. I need some earth. Somebody tell me something about some earth, Inez. Yeah, I would like to see that chart and go further. Who else? Okay, what the hell is a stellium? Megan Williams, that's a great question. Thank you. What the hell is a stellium? All right, so you know my whole theory, when the baby's born, all the planets are in a certain spot, just like right now I'm talking to you and the planets are moving around, okay? They stop at a certain spot when a baby takes their first breath. Some planets are like a whole bunch are just stuffed in one area, in one section of a chart, and that's called a stellium. Okay. Then sometimes in romantic synastry, you can have a stellium in someone else's chart where it's like you just put all this energy into another person's chart in one area. So I mean, that's a little disbalanced though. You want balance. You do want balance. Okay, it looks like this chat kind of stopped. Uh-oh. I might need to reload the chat because I can't see what else anyone is saying for the moment. But you know, it's awesome when you can actually look at how you and another person are really able to work things out. You know what I mean? Okay, so now it's back. All right. Okay, next question. I'm Capricorn. I'm in love with this Scorpio man. We're in limbo communication-wise. Ooh, yes, you are. I'm more expressive and he doesn't express his feelings. And that makes me upset. That would make me upset too. I mean, that's a really tough one. Because that's Sag, and you got that fire in you. So you really wanted to Tamara, Nadia, you really want to express yourself. I know you do, and just let it out. And even the Capricorn is like, because there's Capricorn, not all Capricorns are boring. Some are funny as hell. All right. So don't underestimate the Capricorns. But communication, the best advice I would have with that communication now, Scorpio, I mean, try to get on his level. Try to see in what way that you can subtly, maybe express your love. Maybe you don't need to do it so direct. All right. And Scorpios, I mean, I hate to say this is a little stereotypical, ignore them. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes when you don't pay any attention to Scorpios, they just come alive. And it's like, oh my goodness, I just ignored the mess out of you. And now you want to talk to me? Okay. Young Saf asks, what would your advice be for a Taurus rising with Venus in Aquarius? Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Taurus rising with Venus in Aquarius. Okay, don't keep going on this long question. Yes, what would be my advice for you being with a Venus in Virgo man? Taurus rising. Ooh. That actually, you know what, that works with that. So that's Sun, so that's ascendant trine Venus. All right, so this person really makes you feel peppy, huh? Makes you feel like you're looking good. The best advice, okay, what advice would I have for you guys? The first advice I would have probably is be outdoors, maybe. Yeah, travel. Go outdoors, do something. Oh, yeah, because you got all this Sag Aquarius energy going on in this couple. You guys need to kind of get a little wild with it. If it gets boring, which I don't think so, this doesn't sound boring at all. Virgo man might be a little bit. But that Venus in Virgo might be a little bit. So you might have to like pretend play damsel in distress. And that'll be fun. And then just let him rescue you. Be like, oh, I need help. Help me, Virgo man. And then he'll just like come through. He'll come through and like just, and maybe that'll add some excitement to it. All right. So I'm a Taurus rising. Being ignored would be a turnoff. Okay. So, hey, D, what could I expect in a marriage with Mars in Aquarius in the 7th house with trine aspects? Thank you, Darren, for adding that trine aspects, because now I can really see. So with Mars in Aquarius, all right, doing things a little bit different, having a very out of the ordinary way of going about being in relationships and going about pursuing another person or partnership, the rules of the partnership, you create your own rules as you go. The more labels and boxes that are put on that, the more kind of irritating it would be. Now with the trine aspects, this is less argumenting. I think bringing more energy and the dynamic sense into the relationships here, and just working on the temper, of course, in Mars in the 7th, let's work on the temper. Like, we should do this together my way. You know what I mean? That's the Mars of the 7th house. But, we take that and transform it to, let's do this together. What way do you think? And, maybe ask, is it okay if you lead? Can I lead? Is it okay that we both agree I should be the leader? All right. So I'm going to answer one more question and I'm going to wrap up for today. Let's see who else is up. I just messed myself up bringing that screen down. Yes. Okay. Okay. So Sonali, okay. I'm sorry. I don't understand what you're saying. Okay. Hey, D. Okay. Kate Rosa says, hi, D, his North Node is conjunct my ascendant. What does that mean? You know, the North Node, I mean, this could just mean that this person is just has a real sense of who you are. I mean, they might be really attracted to you, just all up in what's going on with you. Like, you know, what's your body doing? Just really aware of your physical sense here. You know, and there's something about you that expresses their path. There's something about your life that is on their same walk, that on their destiny walk. That makes sense. All right. So Valerie says love from Sydney. All right, Sydney, love to you too, Sydney. I always have an awesome time with everybody in here in the chat. Salutations. All right. Okay, Sonali, yes, I see that you were asking a question and you wanted to know, it sounds like you want a reading, because you want me to go real deep on that. Email me, Sonali, email me at AstroDstars, no 5 on the email, just AstroDstars, and just, you know, let's see what's going on, talk about it. Because you sound like you're really, you know, you really need something. Stellium in the first house, is it all about you, M? M is asking about that. Now I'm gonna let you guys go. I keep doing that. So I'm going to leave my info again. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Also, I would love if you guys could comment and let me know once again, like, how did your, you know, your whole thing go? How did your Valentine's go? And was it what you expected? And those are for the people now. Those are for the people that actually care about Valentine's Day, because I get it. A lot of people aren't into it. I mean, like I said, it's not my thing, but I do, like I said, I think it's cool to look at the other side of it, of the people that really enjoy it and love it and had a good time. So put it down, love and light. Yes, love and light to everybody, and have a great night. And, you know, I always try to do this smooth kind of ending, and it never works like that. Okay, here it is. All right.